Taking a look at the Jets defense, do you see some similarities, and what do you think of their personnel, especially the front seven?
Yeah, the Jets they have a great defense. It starts up front with Quinn Williams, he's a problem. He's a really good player. Then on the edge, Johnson is a great player, Jermaine Johnson. Of course, Sauce and Reed stick out. The safeties do a great job, and then of course their two linebackers are playing at a Pro Bowl level and playing really well. So definitely we got to be on our A game, execute at a high level. And there are some similarities. I know that Saleh and D'Amico work together, so our defense runs the same type of style, but some differences in some areas. So just got to be on our A game.
What is the benefit of that, of having a little bit of intel and familiarity, at least with the concepts and the things that they're trying to accomplish? Are y'all able to kind of use that to y'all advantage?
Yeah, you use it a little bit, but you don't want to get caught up in trying to like perfect something. I feel like there's been times where you do that and then you go out there and they run a whole different defense, So we got to just do what we do best and execute our things, get the looks and the reads and scout team and stuff like that. But we got to do what we do best at a high level, and not really focus on them. Of course, we got to be able to handle everything that they're doing, but don't really want to focus too much on what they have going on.
CJ, I know you're focused on the team and playing well and everything, but the first Pro Bowl votes came out today, and you have the second most votes in the entire league. What does that mean to you to get that recognition in your first year?
That's cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool to get recognition from people on some of the special things that we've done as a team, and it's a blessing to hopefully, of course, that was a goal of mine, to be a Pro Bowler and to be at the top of my game at this point. And like I always tell y'all, 1 week to love you, 1 week to hate you. So I gotta just keep going and stay steadfast, stay my head down, working, and that's what I plan to do. But it's super dope, and I appreciate that. And the biggest thing for me as a player is getting the respect on the other side of the field, on other teams. And for now, every game I get after the game, I always get a lot of good feedback and just advice and stuff, and a lot of respect. And I give a lot of respect back out on guys you play in this league. So it's been pretty cool. I appreciate that.
Top three in the NFL in most wins in one score game. I'm curious about I guess how freeing it is for the entire team to be confident in those situations when the games are close, because I think y'all managed all of these straight. So how freeing is that for people to have confidence in general as a team?
Yeah, I mean, D'Amico always talks about just being on the details of things, and we put ourselves in bad situations when that happens, and when we're not on details and things like that. So it's been really, our focus now is let's play a 4-quarter game. We haven't played one yet. We played either great in the first half or great in the second half, and it's been switched. Offense does good one half, defense does good, and we flip flop. It's not good football. It's not championship level football. So we got to be better when it comes to that, and we want to take that next step now. I think it's about time for that. So it starts at practice, and it's cool though. I mean, to honestly, it's hard to win as is. We could talk about whatever you want to talk about, close games or not. If you win, it's tough to do. So definitely got to be grateful for that and enjoy the wins. But you have to be real with yourself and fix the issues. So that's what we've been doing.
During training camp, talk about how complex Bobby's offense is, and I think that David even called it the Bible. Are you at a point now where you are understanding that? Are you at the point where you may be able to call some of your own plays, maybe audible into your own plays?
Yeah, I mean, Bobby has come in with a system of what the West Coast offense on what he did in San Fran mostly, and put his own twist to things as well. And he's done a great job of communication and installs and things like that to make it really, really learnable and for us to really put into our own game. And it's been a work in progress. And I think, as you've seen, we're not the same team we were week 1 or week 2 and week 3. We progressed every week in his offense and stuff like that. And it's not just his, made it ours, our offense as a whole. So, yeah, it's been cool, man. And I've definitely grown where he trusts me more with cans and audibles, whatever y'all want to call it. Those are the things I get us out of a bad look into a better play. And We talk before games on things I like, things I don't like, and he does a great job of just opening up conversation with that, and I appreciate him for even doing that. So, and it's been great to get to work with him, and I'm really excited for the future with us.
CJ, you talk about growth. And one of the things seems like you're such a young team, but you guys learn from your mistakes. A lot of times that doesn't happen with the other teams. And I was asking Will Anderson about that. Will said, it's a mindset we have. Was that from the coaches? You guys are just winners. You have that. I mean, that's one of the reasons you guys have grown is you don't make mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, I can't talk for anybody else, but I know for us, me and the Texans, it's not about what the outside world thinks or anything. Like Will says, it's really all it is, a mindset. It's a willing, like unforgivable, accountable, it's a lot of things that like kind of like make into our culture of what D'Amico calls is like swarm. And for us, that's what we bought into. And, I mean, you look at where we come from, like a lot of the younger players on this team, we come from winning programs in college, and that definitely has to do with that, So, and that's something like for myself, I pride myself in not making a mistake twice, or at least trying not to. And that's something that I'll try to do for the rest of my life, even off the field and on, So it's been cool to kind of see the progress that we've made. Being that we're a younger team or whatever you want to call it. So we've been able to put some things together, but some things that we have to clean up for sure. And we have a lot of veterans that help as well, like Sheldon Rankins, Malik, LT, George, Shaq, like a lot of guys in this often Dalton, like, all our whole team has played meaningful football before, So it's not just the young guys, it's a lot of older guys holding us under guys accountable, and we're doing the same things with them. So.
Ready for last year's Ohio State Pro Day with Garrett and Olave's Pro Day. And correct me if I'm wrong, was there a little bit of nerves for you being in front of the NFL guys, and then that day wasn't necessarily about you, it was about kind of making those guys look really good. Can you walk me through kind of what that was being in front of NFL scouts, before you were headed to the NFL, and having sort of you be relied upon for those guys on their Pro Day?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I mean, I wasn't really nervous. I was like, because I've thrown with Chris and Garrett so many times. I don't know if I said that. I don't remember, but I remember kind of just like don't mess us up for them. Kind of like show the teams what they can do. Also show them what you can do. It's kind of how I approached it. Coach Day had that same mindset. He put us through the workout, put me through the workout, and helped me with like the footwork and timing things up. So he did a great job with that. But for me, I just really wanted to not only showcase Garrett and Chris, but me, myself, Jackson was also doing the pro day, I think, that day. We had a couple tight ends, like Kay was there, I think. But, you want to just show off for your brothers and also for myself. I don't really remember totally, but, yeah, I tried to do my best. But I wasn't really nervous, I don't think.
DJ,
a little bit, maybe, I don't know. I don't remember.
So obviously you've been able to be good in both aspects. So what's kind of that balance of knowing that, okay, this team is really good at forcing quarterbacks to make mistakes when they get off script, but I'm really good at playing off script and on script. So what's kind of that balance of just trying to not do too much in that instance?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great question. Once you turn on the film, like you can see the mistakes being made from, like you said, off schedule, like kind of just doing too much in a sense of not playing within the system. And for us, like that's the beauty of our offense is like playing on timing and stuff. So that's been like today, that was a big focus for us and things like that. And also like when there, like you said, when there is times to extend things, that's what I'll have to do, and be smart with the football, keep two hands on the ball. Those guys rush really well. They rush as a unit. And then they also they take away the first read a lot. So I got to be good on getting to 2, 3, 4, 5. Checking the ball down when I need to really fast because that rush, they'll get there, So that's something that I have to be on my A game when it comes to those type of timing and progressions and like escaping when I need to, only when I need to, just to make the game makes sense. I think sometimes as quarterbacks we like think about stuff too much, or we try to make somebody miss when you shouldn't. And there's a lot of things that you can do to make like self-inflicted wounds, and I'll try my best not to do that on Sunday.
Chance and coach.
TJ, in general, it's pretty rare for a rookie QB-led team to be in the playoff hunt. For you, what is it like that the team is right there in every play, every game matters at this point? And how much pride do you take knowing that as a QB, a lot of that kind of rests on the QB's shoulders just in general?
Yeah, I think it's amazing the games we've been able to win, down, especially in the stretch of those 4-quarter games. And that kind of just shows how tough of a team we can be and who we are. We're resilient, and we're going to keep proving that. And for me, like, it's not just focused on me. I definitely I take full responsibility of being the leader. But like the first thing I remember coming in the building, I was talking to a couple of vets. I was talking to Jerry and JG, and the first thing they were like, "Man, you're not in this on your own. We're right there with you. We hold ourselves to the same standard you do. We're right there." So that's something like takes a lot of pressure off my back, And even though I put that pressure right back on, just like me being my hardest critic, it also like helps me relax. Understand I can go be aggressive, and like Bobby says, have controlled aggression whenever I need to be smart. So knowing that the defense is going to go out there and get a stop, like regardless of the situation on offense, is a really good feeling. So got to keep going with that, and really these are the most meaningful games of the year after Thanksgiving and going into December and January. So we've gotten off to a good start, and we got to keep that rolling.
CJ, what do you remember about some of your first impressions of Nico Collins, and what has it been like just working with him throughout this whole entire season?
Yeah, it's been a blessing, man. Nico is not only a great person, but he's a hard worker. He's somebody who comes in with like a worker's man mentality. He's gonna do the dirty work. And one thing about him, like I don't know if it pops up on film. I know it does because we watch it, but he blocks his tail off. Like he frees our backs up a lot. When other guys have the ball, he blocks it really well, and that's something I think they do as a whole in the receiver room. But that just shows you how unselfish it for a number one receiver to have to like do the dirty work, and a lot of places in the league you don't really see that, So Nico is a great route runner, great at the point of catch, and he's stepped into a role that I've challenged him on being a leader and things like that, and done a great job with that. So I'm excited to see his future and be there with him, and I'm really happy for him, and that's my brother, and I love him. All right, y'all. God bless. Have a good one.